Good afternoon, everyone. So this is the report of Group 9. So our topic is all about food security. So food security is very important to us because dili man ta mabuhi kung wala pagkaon, di ba? Like we can survive if wala tay foods. Maka-survive man ta, pero but dili ingon ani kadugay. Like mabutag ingon aning idara kung walay pagkaon, like water lang. So food is kinahanglanon kay nato nga mga tao. So and also kanang importante pod sa kanang kada nasod gani nga like tama kana ang sapat ang ang supply sa pagkaon para sa ato ang mga mamamayan gud nga kanang like nagpuyo diri sa Pilipinas. So next is concept of food security. So kaya siya kaya na ang kanang iyang ginatukoy is ang kanang physical o kanang ekonomikong kakayahan sa kanang kakayahan gud natong mga tao sa lahat sa tibok oras nga natay sapat nga ay natay insakto o kana ang safe good nga masustansya nga mga pagkaon na kanang kuan nagatugon sa to ang panginahanglanon sa kanang kuan sa kanang nagatugon sa tong panginahanglanon para dili ta magutman like in ana good kana para kana kung magkaroon unsa bay Bisaya term ano niya sa Bisaya nang magkaroon ta og kana ang kanang aktibo like dili ta luya o kana ang malusog unsa ba malusog kanang si tawag ana healthy atong lawas, healthy atong panginabuhi like dili maapektuhan ato ang kuan like kung healthy ta di ba makatrabaho gyud tagtarong like ingon ana good dili ta makakita ta og makakuanta makapangwarta ta para pod masustentuhan ang atong panginahanglanon lagay especially ang pagkaon kay mao jud ato ang number 1 needs as a tao.
Conflict and political stability. Economic impact. Disruption in regions like Mindanao, past insurgencies, hinder infrastructure development, invest, and marketing access. Political gridlock can delay policy reform, land reform, tax incentives, critical for agricultural growth. Agricultural consequences. Farmers in conflict zones face crop destruction, displacement, and limited access to input. Seeds like fertilizer or credit weak governance also enable illegal logging and land grabbing, degrading farmland. Economic agricultural issue. Low agricultural productivity, rising population, and limited resources reduce food availability. Developing nations often face food shortage due to poor infrastructure, limited technology, and dependence on imports.
Climate change disrupts food production and threatens rural communities. Climate change affects farming by causing extreme weather, floods, and rising temperatures. This makes it harder to grow crops and raising animals, leading to food shortages. Rural communities which depend on farming for income and survival are most at risk. Small farmers, forest dwellers, herders, and fishers are most affected, increasing the number of undernourished people. Small farmers, forest dwellers, herders, and fishers rely directly on nature for food and income. When climate change harms land, water, and resources, their livelihoods suffer, leading to more hunger and undernourishment. Trade can help nations access food but also create dependence on rich countries. Trade allows countries to buy food they can't produce enough of, helping prevent shortages, but it can also make poorer nations rely too much on rich countries for their food supply. Developing nations may struggle to meet rising demand, while wealthy nations also face pressure on food production. Developing countries may not produce enough food for their growing population, while even rich nations face challenges like climate change and resources limits, putting global food supply under pressure.
Good day everyone, my name is Rimar Maglasang and today I will talk about the most important solutions to food security. First is rationing and public distribution system or PDS. One of the best ways to make sure poor people get food is through government support programs. These systems help distribute basic food items like rice, wheat, oil, and sugar to people who cannot afford market prices. For example, India has a system called the public distribution system. Through this system, people with ration cards can buy food at very low prices from the government-run ration shops. Over 800 million people in India use this system every month. These systems protect the poor from rising food prices, ensure minimum nutrition for low-income families, help reduce hunger in urban and rural areas. Second is international cooperation. Food security is not just a problem for one country. It is a global issue, and that means countries must work together to find solutions. International cooperation includes food aid during emergencies like typhoons and floods, fair trade agreements to help poor countries sell their crops, sharing agricultural knowledge and tools like better seeds for or farming techniques. A good example is the World Food Program, which provides food to people in conflict zones or after natural disasters. Another example is Food and Agriculture Organization, which helps countries improve farming and reduce hunger long term. When countries help each other, we can save lives during food crisis, improve farming in poor nations, build a stronger global food system. Third is Sustainable Development Goals or SDG. The United Nations has a plan to improve the world by 2030. These are called Sustainable Development Goals or SDG. Goal 2 is Zero Hunger, which means ending hunger and malnutrition everywhere. This goal focuses on supporting small farmers, especially women and indigenous people, promoting sustainable farming that protects the environment, reducing food waste, and improving food distribution system. Countries are encouraged to work together and create policies that support food production, better nutrition, and access to food for all. If we reach this goal, we can improve health and nutrition for millions, protect the planet while feeding more people, create fair opportunities for farmers and workers. Fourth, or the last, technological improvements in agriculture. Modern science and technology have changed the way we grow and deliver food. With the world's population growing, we need to produce more food using less land and water, and technology help us to do that. Some useful technologies include high-yield seeds that grow more food, drought-resistant crops that survive in dry areas, irrigation systems that save water, drones and satellites that help monitor crops, cold storage and transport systems that keep food fresh longer. For example, many African farmers now use mobile apps to get weather forecasts, learn farming tips, and check market prices. With these tools, farmers can grow more food with fewer resources, reduce losses after harvest, reach more markets, and earn better incomes.